Hello, here I will why IAHA's work is quality work, but how I have refined it and what you can take from it. So first of all, you can see that this is a rather short assignment, so it wasn't so strenuous for me. And let's start off with the good things in her essay. First of all, the main thing that I see, which is very good, is towards the end over here, she changes the topic of the subject a little bit by providing a twist and then shows that Grendel's mother, although she does very horrible things, she does it because she loves her kid. And to me, that is a very, how do you say it? It leaves something to think with towards the end of the story. And I mean, how do I put it in words? This is writing taken to another level. So because she goes slightly off from her thesis as well in a good way. So for me, that's why this is quality work, I would say. And now look at the things that she could improve upon. First of all, grammatical issues, right? I mean, there are a lot of grammatical issues. Like over here, you see, um, here she doesn't have a proper apostrophe. It's not the. Oh, sorry, not this part. Nope, nope, nope. There is. Oh yeah, right here, right here. It's not the proper apostrophe. Or if you read a few sentences, they don't make sense grammatically. So I made sure I worked on them. You know, for example, let's look for a few sentences. For example, the second sentence, right? First, she talks about the creator created human and favored them. In contrast, the enemy of the hero, rather a counter hero, Grendel's mother, is called God's enemy. Well, in contrast, right here, like for example, that doesn't make sense, right? That's one example. And so, instead of that, I just, I wrote, but the creator also created a monster who became, creator's enemy. And sorry, later her ideas, here we're jumping around, so first she talks about Almighty, uh, Beowulf thanking the Almighty for her death. Then she talks about how God is cruel by killing the only mother. And to me, it's just jumping around too much. So yeah, so this is what I did was, as I said, well, he created Beowulf and other humans and favored them, then created the mother who became his enemy, and then it flowed in, it just flowed in, right? Mm. And then I think what's the next thing was she used this word called counter hero, and I searched it up on the internet and I couldn't really find the answer. So I'm assuming it's anti-hero. I'm sorry if it's wrong, but that's what I thought she meant. And lastly, I would say in most of her paragraphs, she doesn't have introductory or closing sentences. She just goes straight to the point, right? For example, here, wait, not here. Um, uh, like, well, yeah, actually, this one, Grendel's mother is a monster. Well, that's a good starting point, but I think you can make it stronger, you know. So I wrote Grendel's mother is a monster, but I also added this sentence. She's a monster in every manner. You could actually combine it into one sentence, right? And but here she goes off too long. This phrase is not supposed to be any kind of metaphor, and yeah. So yeah, I worked on that. And lastly, I would say this assignment was about explaining the quotes. So she directly says, for example, I've chosen in the second quote, or then she mentions it another time too. And instead of that, I've just incorporated like here, right? Always rules the creator of man, or angry clause, and that's it. And I think what was hard was not putting my voice into it, but you have to keep the balance. This is it. Thank you.